Am I on?
Yeah.
Hey, I think I'm on. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Black Friday specials. Okay, first of all, like, can we believe it's freaking November out there? It's like Black Friday. Oh my gosh, 2023. Weird year, but it is going very fast. And I see some beautiful ladies on our chat over here. Hi to everybody, because I love you all. I see some names that I adore you guys. Anyway, so Black Friday, that is our big special. We are giving away more than $20,000 worth of amazing stuff that everybody wants. So hopefully we'll give you a little information, and as the night progresses, we're gonna like throw out all these specials to you. You do have till the end of the month to sign up for anything. So there's plenty of time. So as much as, we don't have to necessarily, oh, you guys have no volume. Can you hear me? And say yes or no if you can't hear me. Let me see if I can do something about this.
Sometimes turn flip the side of the phone.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Oh, I see yes. Okay, so maybe somebody else on have the voice on. Anyway, so we're gonna throw out all the specials as we go and kind of talk about the things that I think you guys are interested in. This is about giving you guys the new stuff, what's happening, and how are we gonna look good, because that's what this is all about at Allenby Cosmetic Dermatology and BodySquad. We're doing a combo tonight because you know what? Everybody wants everything. You want your face looking good. You want your body looking good. So let's get rolling so you guys get specials. I'm not going to keep you all night tonight, but if you have any questions, pop them on there. I'll be happy to, answer as many as we can. We got a lot of great people here to help us kind of get through all this great information that you're going to want to know about so you can look amazing. And, we do have the holidays. We got to finish this year off big and look great with the holidays. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to talk about is things that I've been noticing this year. And we have a beautiful girl here who has come to the office. And I got to tell you, I'm seeing a lovely, lovely facelifts out there. People are coming in. There was some heavy lifting that needed to get done out there, and it got done. So people are kind of coming in. And this is a patient of mine who had some surgery in the past. And the facelifts just, sometimes we have to fix around them a little bit. Sometimes they are not everything, just like sometimes my fillers or my devices aren't everything. So we kind of have to combine things up today. So one of the things I want to talk about is I'm seeing a lot of post facelifts. And you know what? I'm so glad people got them done because it really, really helps, the jawline. We all know I'm so how do I get away with not having surgery? But not everybody is there. Some people need to get a little bit of lift, and totally understand that. And you know what? If I needed it, I would go do it too. But you have to kind of do things to maintain. One, you have to kind of do things to maintain what you got, but also kind of fix some of the things that surgery creates. And I'm not saying anything negative about the surgeries. I'm just saying sometimes when you have a surgery, it's a single event and things may not end up the way we expect them to. So there's two sides of it. One, they're beautiful, they're awesome, but we just have to maintain you. Some of them, we kind of just have to help you get back to that perfect, awesome self that you want to be. So this is a patient who had a little bit of things that went different from the surgery, and you can see there's still bottom heaviness. There's still things that change the shape. Everybody who's ever been with me, they know I'm all about shape. And pretty much I think anybody who joined this webinar has seen me at some point. So I am really about shape and how shape makes us look younger, older, or healthy versus not healthy. And when you see the difference in a little bit of mid-face lifting and a little bit of volume in the cheeks, a little bit of jawline trimming out, a little sculpture in the scalp, we know I love that one. Voila, somebody who already had a beautiful facelift, but she still is not quite looking young, just pops it right up there. So these are something that are very easy to do in the office. We know I like to do my fillers, but you have to do devices too. We got to keep the skin looking fresh. It's not just getting the lift, it's also making everything look all glowy and fresh. So let's keep going here. Okay, this is a patient. She is one of my favorites. She's just been with me forever and the nicest person. This is somebody who hasn't had a facelift. And, everybody, when it comes to aging, the aging part of this, it's really, it's the neck and the lower jawline. So how do you make the neck and lower jawline look better? one of the things that is really easy to do, and this is a very simple treatment, is you just put a little volume in the cheeks. It doesn't mean, you know, we've all been out to dinner and saw the crazy faces with overdone, overstuffed, just, you know, crazy lift, trying to change some of the little wrinkles. It's more you want to get a shape that looks attractive. And just putting a little shape up in the cheek, one, I don't know anybody who, when they have the cheek done properly, don't go like, oh my God, I love the, you know, the shape of a cheek. Everybody there, our brains just love them. So you put a little shape along the cheek and it gives a pop. It does something to our brain that we really like, but it lifts the jawline and it lifts the neck up. Something easy. You know, right now there's just so much stuff going on, so much turmoil. This is an easy, probably a 10-minute procedure in the office that we can just pop it in. You don't bruise, you go to dinner, you're fine. Okay, let's see somebody else. Oh, hey, who's that? Okay, obviously me. You know what? We know I'm chasing not having a facelift, and this is one of my pictures, my before and after. And actually, I got to tell you, we got Amanda. Amanda's our nurse practitioner, Amanda Rose. She is actually did my. I have had two of them, and she did my second one, which I was so glad not to do my second one myself again. So thank you. She actually was getting married on the day that I was doing my first one, so you know, that's the only excuse why she couldn't do the first one. So anyway, she did a beautiful job and I feel so much better. And again, you know, I'm really chasing always this lower face, the nasolabial folds. Ellacor is what I had done in this picture. And, you know, I didn't even know how bottom heavy. I knew the nasolabials were driving me crazy. We all hate this. And Ellacor is a procedure that if you guys don't know about it, you know, I know you know the fillers, but this is a procedure that Amanda and I both do it. You know, she did mine and she did a lovely job and she's done quite a few of our patients and we can show you more of those pictures, but it actually just takes out little bits of skin that is actually removing tissue. So you can see that in this area, it got a lot lesser. In the jawline, it made it a lot slimmer. It just slimmed this whole area down for me. I didn't realize how big I was getting, which any of you guys ever see me look weird, please tell me. And my staff, they're a little bit nicer to me, so please, I don't get my feelings hurt that easily. So anyway, so Amanda, tell them what you did with me.
So we treated pretty aggressively, of course, because if Dr. A is going to do something, we're going to do it.
Imagine that.
So she had the downtime. We numb for this procedure, so it's something that you're very comfortable for. We have lots of tools here also to help you guys through it. We have Pronox. We have other things that we can help put you at.
You guys, if you haven't had the Pronox here, you might not even care if I fill you or not. The Pronox is divine. It is really a game changer. The Pronox, you know, we did, I don't even think I took any drugs. I just used some, we did injection numbing and I got some Pronox and it was actually so easy. I was really shocked about that one. So that one.
So we treated here on Dr. Allenby. That's the on-label treatment. We treat
off-label
as well. I know. So trying to explore different areas. If you guys have seen about Ellacor, they're using it honestly all over the body, some elbows, some knees, all over the place. But we did Dr. Allenby's upper eyelids to try and get rid of some of that excess skin.
I'm still working on the other. I mean, I would say probably most of us are always chasing a lot eyelids and lower face, you know, and it's because those are the areas that have the descent. So I definitely feel better about them. You know, I think in real life, I like what I'm seeing a lot better. Before I was like, okay, time for surgery. Somebody was asking about the healing. You want to talk about that a little?
Healing time is a little bit more than the traditional procedures like microneedling or laser that we have here in the office. This one's something that you want to schedule out.
I would say you're definitely kind of out for about 4 days. Give yourself 4 days. And we do have some tricks now that we can do to help you get healing faster. And sorry, but there's a little bit of an extra charge on one of the products for it because it's pretty expensive, but it is amazing. It's like an exosome that will help people heal so much faster. And it's really worth any extra money that we have to do because it really made probably half my time in healing. I'm probably staying with what I have for maybe a year, and then I might do another one. I know Sabina was asking, how many do you need? Most people, okay, so I'm 59. I hate to admit it, but I am. So I probably need two, and I did my two, and I'm probably going to do one in a year and a half. I waited from February until August to do my second one. So it really, giving a little bit of time, I think, is really important between them, because you really see where everything is. Oh, we have somebody who did
I
some,
know, the
and they're saying the
exosome.
exosome reduced the healing time. So I'm getting some feedback on our chat about that. And I will tell you, it really was a game changer from the first to the second on that one.
And it's actually not a laser. So somebody asked, it's actually a device, no heat, no energy with this at all. It's little hollow needles that just core out and remove tissue. So it's the only non-surgical way to remove tissue from the face.
Yeah, it really is cool. And the person who came up with it is a dermatologist, and it kind of goes with our world, because we used to do like a lot of little teeny biopsies, and you could do pretty small ones that didn't leave marks. And they're so small, these little pin holes, basically, is what it looks like afterwards, is that you don't end up having marks afterwards, which is the key. I mean, you really, on mine, you don't see like crazy colors and all that. You might have some funny colors initially afterwards, and we help you get through all that. But not everybody does. It's just kind of like, if you're somebody who gets a lot of color, you might be the one that we got to work a little bit harder. And that is kind of the thing with coming to an office like ours. And I got to tell you, I know there's a lot of people out there who just opened up the door and said, hey, I'm an aesthetic person, maybe doctor, maybe not. I'm doing all this. We have about 30 years experience in this. And again, because I'm old and I've been doing this forever, somebody has pain level is really like not an issue at all, because the numbing is perfect for it. And it doesn't hurt afterwards. It's just a little bit tender for a couple days, but nothing horrible. Like, you can totally manage it. And especially who's asking, I know you can handle it. What was I saying?
So combination of treatment.
Yeah, combination. Well, not just combination, but it's kind of like having different tools. And because I've been chasing this age thing for such a long time, I kind of have things that I have found to work, and I have different modalities. It's not just fillers. I still do use a lot of threads in the office. I still use a lot of, we do CO2. We do different levels of it. We do the cool peel.
Right.
Amanda's like the cool peel queen here. There's a lighter version, or you can do it more aggressive. It's kind of the combination and having the tools. God forbid, I was red after my Elacore. I have the IPL machine that I can just get rid of it. I can just do the little bit of IPL and reduce the red just right away. Having the experience and having all the different devices really kind of actually makes us stand out a lot. And I see that, like, I wouldn't want to have some of these machines without having the backup of other ones. So I think that's a huge piece. And it also, you get better results when you combine. Like, I'll use old therapy still, and people are like, ooh, old therapy, it kind of got a bad rap. It's when it's done aggressively in the wrong way, it does cause problems. You do have fat loss if it's done in the wrong places and treated too aggressively. Like, I've done old therapy and I don't have that issue, because my girls we make sure that they know how to do it right. I am like up their back ends like no tomorrow, because I want to make sure that, one, you guys have a great result. It is so important to me that you feel good about yourself. That is the whole key to this things. And thank you, who's ever said we look great.
I know. Yeah, I think Dr. A, she said it great. It's honestly not only, having the different modalities and tools here in the office so that we can choose which one is the right for you, but also these were tested personally on one of us, whether it was Dr. Allenby trying them and finding out which was the device that was the best microneedling.
Right, exactly.
She's been through them all. So she's going to keep the best
I've been
of the best
through
here.
Every radio frequency device that's been out there. And, that's why we get certain ones, and, Amanda, she is definitely right in the same pathway. She's tried PRP in the office, and actually I wasn't seeing results in the past with it. I have somebody who's really good in the office, and we're seeing changes with her skin with the PRP. So there are definitely, I'm very open to seeing things, but I'm also very critical at the same time. And I think that's because, one, I need to see stuff on my own people and myself. And two, you know, I'm your advocate at the end of the day. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, at the end of the day, if anything else, if you're not looking good, I'm not looking good. And somebody asked, "Where's my Yorkie?" She's probably around here somewhere. She's
out
she's
there.
great. I'm surprised she's not barking right now.
Yes. I love the results of Virtue, Cool Peel, and Elicor. I know it is
Yeah.
an amazing combo. I think our next picture actually shows some of our Cool Peel pictures. Or actually,
This is a fun
okay.
one. Oh,
Switching it a
Yeah.
little bit here.
Actually, do this one and go to the next one real quick. Okay,
Next one.
now come back. Okay, just giving you a teaser here.
Yeah.
This is one of the new products. This is called Skin Vive, and why don't you give them a little bit of lowdown on this one?
Yeah, so this is one of the Juvederm products that they just launched out on the market. It is a skin hydrator, so it's unlike
So it's not a filler.
fillers.
Okay.
It's not going to produce
Yeah.
volume. It's a thinner hyaluronic acid that we do inject into the skin, but it's to help the pore size, help your hydration, the glow of your skin, help diminish the pores and acne scars, overall just texture and appearance of that upper layer of skin.
Right. You know, and this was one of the big things as I got older. Somebody can't see the picture. I don't know why. Okay, this was one of the things as I got older, like I didn't really pay attention to texture. And I will tell you, I was blessed with phenomenal skin. I was just genetically lucky on that one. I got other stuff I'm not so thrilled about, but I did get the good skin. And it wasn't until I was more getting hormonal changes, like in my later 40s, all of a sudden I'm like just dull looking. I'm not soft looking. I didn't have, you know, and it's a progressive thing. It's kind of like you don't realize it until it's already hit you. Yeah. And so this is a treatment and it can be done on any age groups. We put a little droplet in the tissue and it's kind of like binka, 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 binka. It doesn't hurt. It's really simple. And it just gives that soft, glowy texture back. Now, we are working on, go to the next slide. Necklines. Okay, we all know about the necklines, and this is any age group. This is obviously in a young person, and those I call necklace line necklines. It's not the bands that are more indicative of age. This is probably any age group who really have those deep necklines that we all just you know hate them. But this is really one of those things that we can put in there, and because there's nothing else that can go in there or it looks lumpy. So this is a product that's so thin. We just put it in there and it just smooths it out. And you can see it's actually, I'm the worst with the cost because I don't usually ever talk about them. Somebody asking cost. It's actually a little bit less expensive than other fillers because it's really a different product. It's a hydrator. So it's not, and this is, this is Skin Vive. This is the Skin Vive. Somebody's asking on this one. So it is a hydrator. So it's little droplets of Skin Vive. And we're kind of just experimenting, of course, because we're nuts here, different things to use with it. Because yes, and somebody says, is it going to work on my 6-year-old neck? I expect it to. I haven't done my neck only because I don't know. I'm always doing something on me every other day.
About it.
I know. I did a PRX yesterday, but yeah, I wanted to get my neck done. Actually, you know why I did this? Because I'm coming out with you guys, and I didn't want to like have any potential bruising for you guys. So I probably should have, just so you can see it. But it really does help with the. You can see what it's doing for our patient here. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and she's young. This patient's in her 20s. They use it to treat what they call tech neck, you know, from being on her phones all day. So because it's just hydrating, you know, it's not laxity at their age.
Right.
So
it really is. It's not. It just fills those lines right in. And I couldn't use anything else. I don't know how long it's going to last. It's a very new product. But I think it's such a thin area. I expect it to be a pretty decent amount, you know, and definitely, again, this is like the young ones are going to be really attracted to this one because they don't have the bands and everything else and the crepey skin that we have as we're older. They just have those lines. So I have a feeling they're going to last a long time, and somebody like me is not going to last as long, just like everything else. You can get a little bit of bruising from the injection. And always, I will tell you, I did notice people tend to have discoloration in those necklines anyway, a little, and it's probably because the skin is folded in. When it is kind of effaced out, it still holds that color just a little bit. It seems to go away pretty quickly though, and it could be a little bit of bruising potential also. We can use things like Suspera on there. It's one of our bleachers, and lighten everything up and make it all glowy
Right.
again. But it does make the skin look amazing there.
Right. It just looks brighter, like a glow. The company does tell us it lasts up to 6 months of results, but we haven't had our hands on it long enough to
Right.
speak to you guys personally. It does take about a month to see the people effects from it.
Right.
So it does take a
Yeah,
little bit of
somebody asked
time.
about threading and skin review. I don't like threading in the neck. I just think it shows. I'm not thrilled with it. I've never had great luck with it. And maybe it's me, guys. Maybe I don't have the technique somebody else out there might have. But I've used a lot of threads and that just never looked fantastic. Now, I do like the threads to lift the whole thing up. That is yes all day long. But I think
Face. Can you do threads in the face with skin?
oh, you can combine all these things, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, the better treatment, and that's one of the things that I've known for so many years, is that I treat complete. And Amanda has trained with me, and she is exactly the same way. If we're gonna do something, if you can, it depends really more on your budget. If you can budget it and we can get everything done, it's easier on you and just get done. But sometimes you have to space it out, and God knows, it's been a crazy year with the economic situation. So you can also do small increments at a time with it also.
Yeah, we work very closely with our patients, so we try and develop what's best for you guys and timeline, money wise, all of it.
The whole bit. This is one of our beautiful, lovely girls, and this is showing, at any age you can get a little cheek contour, and this one has been one of the beautiful ones.
Made a world of a difference, man. That cheek, I have contour as well on the cheeks.
We did some contour.
What I love is that you can tell here in this picture too, she had 2 contour done in the cheeks, but it helps to connect this fat pad that elongates here and the outer face. So she doesn't have that tired, drawn eye as much. She has that support out here.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. It really does support the area. And so, when you kind of have that drop down, when you do put it out there, it really does, it connects, but it also supports the tissue. I love that.
Yes. Yep. It's like a hammock for the face, I say.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, talk about this patient for us.
All right, Sculptra is one of my all-time favorites, honestly, hands down. It is a filler that's a biostimulant, so it's used to create volume by creating your own collagen. So it takes a little bit of time to grow. That's the one thing with it. It takes 4 to 6 weeks. But as you can see, for a lot of our patients that are older and, more of that drawn look, or patients that are losing weight that are on the injectables right now, your fat pads are shifting around and you're losing some of that support. So Sculptra does a really good job of putting that bounce and support back in your skin.
Exactly. I mean, people who know me, I probably should be Janet Sculptra Allenby. That should be my middle name. It's been around since 2004, and I was probably one of their first teachers in it in South Florida. I loved it. As soon as I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like so fantastic. And it has carried through. I mean, the before and afters on our patient here, and it's not just for older people. It's a workhorse for the older people, because we need support. We need the workhorse for older. But on the younger ones, it actually gives a soft glow. It's kind of like that Skin Viva little, and that you can get a really nice glow from it. And people have acne scars, it kind of pulls them out. So, so we have Skin Viva, we have Sculptra that can do that. So you can use it in the face. We all know I love to put it higher up in the scalp and really get that lift and kind of pull up. If you've ever had Sculptra with me and you have some bumps in your head, you don't have a brain tumor, you have Sculptra in your head and it's holding your face up, just remember that. I had somebody again today. I thought I was having something bad. I'm like, oh, no, it's a Sculptra. So we use Sculptra in the body. Yes. Somebody's asking. Yes. I personally have it in my rear end. I've had it in my thighs. It is fantastic. It is a product that is so versatile in our hands, and it's because we've used tremendous amounts of it. I mean, we go through thousands of vials of it. So it really has been a fantastic product, and people have been a little bit afraid of it in the past.
Here's a good one. Will Sculptra impact a future facelift?
No, it actually probably would help it. It just makes your skin thicker. I would tell you, probably every surgeon that wants to have a patient, they want a virgin face. Just like, you know what, when I work on a face, if I have a virgin face, it's a lot easier. You know, you don't have other people's things going on in there. Things aren't kind of, you know, there is some resistance as you're going in with against other stuff. It's a game changer. So tell us about this patient.
All right, this is another one of our patients here who received Voluma into the outer cheeks and outer face area. And you can see, I mean, the results of this one kind of speak for themselves. It really helps so much to support her, what we call jowling, you know, that excess wrinkling that she has down here.
Right. I mean, beautiful,
Out.
yeah, beautiful results. It really is, you know, and you can, if you can make big changes on people who really need a little more change, the young and somebody who needs less product, it's even a bigger wow. You know, I also think one of the things that is very evident in our pictures and stuff that I'm very always want to make sure that we're supporting is a supernatural look. Like somebody's not going to say, "Oh my gosh, who, you know, blew your face up?" You know, and we have all seen those people out there, and we all know it's super scary, but nobody would know this is done. You know, your girls aren't going to be like, it's a double-edged sword. I will say on the other side of the coin, they're not going to go like, you know, oh, you got a wrinkle there. You know, you still are going to have some wrinkles. We're not young. I'm not young either. We're still going to have stuff, but the shape is younger. It's healthier looking. It's an improvement. And, you know, that's what most people are really looking for at the end of the day. You know, something that's really realistic. It's not a caricature of a human. You know, we don't want any Martian heads walking around coming out of here.
At the end of the day, we don't want to change your natural beauty.
Right.
Everybody has their own beauty to themselves. We just want to just enhance that.
Right. Like this girl, gorgeous. She's a beautiful, beautiful lady. She's younger, obviously. And this is a product. This is a fat, kind of like Sculptra grows in collagen. This is a product called Renuvia, and it grows in fat. And you can see where it's put because you can actually see the difference in her face. It just gives her that healthy look back. Our fat pads, we all know I talk about the skeletal changes that happens with age. Fat pads also shift around as we get older, not just on the face, but on the body. And we're going to talk about that in a few minutes with body contouring. So you will see changes in the distribution of fat, and it tells you your age by where the fat is. So she has no fat though. So having a little bit of softness and giving her that youthful, soft, fluff to the skin again and padding to the tissue is just gorgeous. I mean, she just looks absolutely fantastic. So it's a great one.
All right, this is our before and after for microneedling. So we have Morpheus and Virtue here in the office. Yes, with radio frequency. That is a huge stressor. Is doing microneedling not alone, but with radio frequency. It will make the night and day difference, I promise, in your results. So,
and it is all in the hand of the person doing it. I will tell you, I have seen some people walking in who've had it, and I can tell when it's not done here, and I don't want to be disparaging other groups out there that are doing it, but you know, you can tell when somebody has been abusing the microneedling a little bit. It helps the gels. Morpheus in this particular case, love it for lifting. To me, the Morpheus is the microneedling radio frequency. Little needles go in the tissue, they deliver energy, and we know the depth that they're delivering it at. So it's hitting certain levels, and what it's doing is it's causing enough like thermal energy to cause collagen building. It causes a nice contraction, and we can do it in the jaws. We can do it around the eyes. I think somebody saw the eyes. It really is a beautiful treatment. It opens up the eyes more. It is my heavy lifter as far as the microneedling radio frequency, where we also have another radio frequency. Actually, I have several other ones that tonight we don't have to go through all of them, of course, but one of the other ones, Virtue, it's a little more on the textural end of it. So if it's maybe somebody who's a little bit older, maybe they need a little less of the crepiness and not so much of the heavy lifting. The Virtue, and you know, we use it, Morpheus and Virtue, we can use on the body, we can use it anywhere. You know, Morpheus may give you like maybe a day of downtime, where Virtue gives you no downtime. I have other radio frequency devices that would give you huge downtime, but they give you pretty good results too. Yes, she does look like she has surgery. I agree. She really had a beautiful result with that. Oh, let's talk about this.
A little lips. So I love this picture because they're not overdone. So many trends right now on
Oh,
social media is things being overfilled. I don't know if you guys have seen the jawline that they're making more masculine in women. It's not a great look, in my opinion. Overfilled lips along those same lines. So
right.
here you can see that her lips are just more got that shriveled, dehydrated look to
Mhm.
natural, plump, not abnormal looking. Those are just beautiful
Right.
lips.
You're just really restoring her lip to her natural lip state when she
Yes.
was younger. And the first thing to go on women and men both, but women really notice it, is actually the lips. The lips
Mhm.
they start leaving the house at about 14. So, it's not a big shocker that the 20-year-olds are gonna come in and have their lips done.
Mhm.
That is like the first thing. It's either the lips or they're around their eyes is the thing they come in for. So that is something that probably the first time we do it, if they're young, maybe we do it once a year or
Yeah.
every year and a half. If they're more my age, maybe they last six months to 9 months. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. And we also, how much we put in them. But today, the lip filler, the difference really is from the past, and there's no excuse for it today, is that the products are softer.
Mhm.
They're more malleable. So when you're giving a kiss or a smooch, it's softer versus in the past they were hard. They were like little rocks in there, and they also projected really hard. Today they kind of blend with the face more. They're more cohesive with the face, and you really end up having like a very nice appearance, even if they're not lasting 2 years or something, which is
Right.
fine. You don't want silicone in there and have these ginormous things that everything's out of proportion to. The good thing about having things that are go away over time is that if you're not careful, things that are permanent, like facelifts and silicone and all those things, you have to work around them forever because those are permanent changes. Once you start changing permanently, you always have to take an account when you do things later. So when you do things that are maybe long lasting but not permanent, as you age and things start changing, it looks more natural with the aging. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like maybe a lady who's all wrinkled, but she has like lips that are like out to here. Or the worst, I hate to say it, you can see sometimes they have the breast implants and everything is shriveled up around them except for the breast implants. You're like, this just doesn't match, and
Perfect
that's
explanation.
right. That's
honestly.
part of it is like things have to match. You have to match your age. You don't want to look like a crazy person either. So, I can talk forever, guys. I won't do that to you. Anyway, Kiss is beautiful. The
Kiss
lips,
is
and it's
beautiful.
because it's a really beautiful product.
Yep.
Ooh, look
This
at that.
is our Daxify. So everyone who's met me knows how much I love toxin in general. There's not one that I'm partial to. We have Dysport, Jeuveau, Botox,
Yeah.
Daxify. This one here is a Daxify patient who we treated this area here to
The
treat what we call,
frowners.
the severity line. So
Yeah.
this is results about 2 weeks later. It gives your skin a nice little glow. It kicks in so quick and it just works perfect right there in the glabella. I love it. I love that.
It's interesting. It's not, they all have their own personality. And as we work with them, we learn about them. I personally love Daxify for the glabella area. That's what this zone is called. It just looks amazing. And there's something about it that just, wow. Like you said, it kind of has a glow
Yeah.
to it, but it really opens up the eyes beautifully.
Mhm.
There was a little learning curve on this particular product, but once we figured it out, what we say with longevity on this, and that's how they came out, was they were like, hey, we last longer. They were saying they last like 6 months. I will tell you, if anything lasted 6 months on me, I'd be so happy. It kind of doubles the amount of time that you normally last with one of the other toxins. So if you're a 2 month or 3 month or whatever, just pretty much double that, and that's about how long it lasts. And I mean, there are a couple people who didn't like it, but you know what? That's why we have multiple to choose from. But I will tell you, I do love it for that particular area. And that's actually one of our giveaways, is some lucky winner is going to win 1 year free of Daxify with us, me in particular. Alrighty.
Yes.
So these are just things that we're kind of making sure are out there, that how do they help you at the end of the day. We have some great specials with them. And
Yep. So before I go, I'm going to share with you guys some of our specials. I will be giving away 3 cool peels to 3 individual lucky winners for the face.
And she has cool peeled me too, and she does a great job.
Yes, so that is my giveaway. I'm excited to share with you guys, and we'll be able to have these entries till the end of the month, so y'all have a chance to enter.
So yeah, I have Daxify for a year. You have 3 cool peels.
Yeah.
All right. I kind of feel like it's one of those, what are those called? Those advent calendars where you open it and every day you get a little special yummy thing.
Yes. And then for MAs, they're also going to have an entry where you can win 1 free PRX peel, which is a collagen stimulating biostimulant.
Did it yesterday.
Yes. So we're going to have 6 lucky winners for that. So that is amazing. We'll have my gift cards as well at the end. You guys can purchase and for limited availability. You purchase $400 and it's valued at $600. Woohoo! Take advantage, guys. That's amazing. And I'm the biggest savings with the gift card. So please come see me. It would definitely be worthwhile. You can use it towards Elicor or Cool Peel or Botox or fillers, threads, whichever service you want with me. So I look forward to seeing you guys.
We'll let you know how to get whose, because I'm having one too, and mine is if you purchase $500, you get a $600 credit, and we kind of we'll email you all the details, so don't even worry about it. Now, also our she was saying like the Morpheus, the Virtue, the Old Therapy, the Soft Wave. I mean, I'm just rattling them out. The PRX, the hydrofacials. If you do any of those, and those are with our what we call like our MAs, our medical assistants. They're like our esthetician groups. They are also going to be, if you buy 500, you get 600 value. So definitely take advantage of these. You know, this is why we do these, because we want you guys to enjoy them and really get, you know, sample these things. This is like why it's so fun, is because you get to try things you might not have tried in the past. So please take advantage of these.
And you'll have 6 months from when you purchase the gift cards before they expire. There's ones, like Dr. Allenby said, towards different uses. So if you purchase ones with Dr. Allenby or myself or the MAs, you know, they go towards different things. And there is a limit of 5 per person. So
for each category. Yeah. So you could pretty much say, this is my Christmas or Hanukkah gift, and clean house. All righty. Well, thank you, Amanda.
Thanks, Doctor.
All righty. All right. So now we get to go to BodySquad girls. And for those of you who haven't experienced BodySquad, come on in, BodySquad girls. I have Bree and I have Nadia here with me. They are so precious. And so if you guys don't know it, we have BodySquad. We have one east, like Palmetto and US 1. It's on the east side of Boca. And then we have another hub here in the Allenby Cosmetic Derm office. And it is all about the body. And I will tell you, these girls know how to make some hot bodies. And that is kind of what we're looking for. Whether you're a girl or guy, we want hot bodies, right? We want gorgeous faces and hot bodies. Whoops. Well, we missed some people. We'll go back to them after a little bit. Oh, I missed all these good ones. Okay, we'll go back to them. Okay, that's a pretty good looking result there. And I can identify with the little poofta belly there on the left. That's I actually had that done for me too. I've had everything. All right, so let's talk about who wants to talk about this one?
So this is a combination of cool sculpting and cool tone, which we love to combine treatments together. Obviously, we know that doing that is going to really help to emphasize your results and just make you look and feel good.
Okay, so what are they? What's cool sculpting? What most people know what cool sculpting is. They've heard it one way or the other out there.
So cool sculpting is a way to non-invasively reduce that stubborn fat that we have.
So these are the people that don't want to have surgery. And I used to do liposuction and got rid of it because that was a huge event on people. Not friendly to the person. It was tough. It was really tough. I couldn't do it. I was like, no, this one's too hard on people. So it's a non-surgical fat reduction that is permanent.
That is permanent, and we can target 9 different areas that are on label. There are some off-label areas, obviously, that we can address. But for this patient here, we did address her mid to lower abdomen with cool sculpting. And then once she was complete with her treatments, we went in and did some cool tone. So cool tone is a magnetic muscle stimulation device that we use that helps to tone and strengthen the muscles. So for her, we were really able to help really bring everything in. After we reduced that fat, we were
Mhm.
able to kind of tone and really help give more definition for her, and she was thrilled with her results.
Now let me point out a couple things. And there is a reason that I opened a body contouring office, and it was actually because of cool tone more than cool sculpting. You know, cool sculpting. We have cool sculpting elite. The cool sculpting has gone through many generations, and we are always the most current. We're actually one of the top in the country that does this, because if we're going to do it, we got to do it right. You know, that is just kind of our philosophy around here. And you know what? I'm gonna do it on me. I don't want a machine that's not working well. I want the best one that is available. And the cool sculpting elite is the most brand new current. It is faster. It's doing more area at a time. So you get a bigger treatment for every time you get this treatment.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
that is a huge piece to me. I actually found it less painful, and I don't think any of this is painful, quite honestly. It's not. But I definitely felt more comfortable with this one. There was less pulling of the tissue. So maybe you've even visited this in the past and you're like, honestly, revisit it. It has definitely changed a lot. Now, the cool tone machine, this electromagnetic stimulation. Okay, so think of MRI wavelength hitting an entire muscle mass, and that would be like, hey, I want to do abs. If I were doing abs, it engages the entire muscle. It's actually talking to the neuron and the muscle, and it's saying contract, contract, contract. When you work out at home, you can only maximize at 40% your muscle contraction. With this, it gives you 100% contraction. It's not painful. You don't get the sore abdomen afterwards, but you get like 20,000 sit-ups in a half an hour. And this stuff, actually, I use this on my thighs. One, because I want ballerina thighs, which I'm always chasing. I will say it that way. But I started doing it on my thighs, and I'd go skiing, and not just are you getting great defined abs, and you see the actually the look of it maybe 4 weeks later, but the muscle strength right away.
The
Like,
functionality is amazing.
it's crazy. I mean, I go skiing. I do nothing all year long, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go ski with my nieces and my nephew, and I gotta, like, halfway look decent out there, because they're like, triple black diamond, and I'm like trying to keep up with them. And I can actually go down a hill and not die. I can do more than one hill. So this is so huge. The muscle strength is just fantastic.
Helps with back pain, which is amazing. Also, I have patients that come in just because it helps with their back, and they've tried everything, and this is the only thing that works. So
yeah, we've actually done it on, like, somebody who had an arm problem on one side, like their arm kind of atrophied, and we did it, and she got like a whole nother, like, now she's like symmetrical again. So it kind of helps get you back into proportionality. I think they're trying to move us along.
I think so too.
Okay,
so this is one of my favorites. This is Resonic. So Resonic uses sound wave technology, so it's going to help loosen those fibrocepti that causes that pooling on the skin.
So we're treating cellulite.
Yes.
Let's go right to the point.
It is treating cellulite.
Okay, and there are not too many things. There's nothing out there that actually externally treats cellulite. That everything is invasive, and even the invasive one, which we've done. If you know me, I've done Selfina. I've done other things in the past. This is an external, and I, of course, because we buy these machines from me, I had it, and it was fantastic. It didn't hurt, and I really did see results with this. But we are only, like, I think there's only
15 in the entire country.
This is not open to the whole world, because this was a device that got bought by Allergan, and they haven't launched it out there. So you definitely, it's proven. It's not like it's not safe. Nobody's a guinea pig on this. It is just not available because they want to make sure everything is perfect before they launch it out. And so we are just kind of like with the lucky ones that actually have it, and they've been very supportive of those, and we really just see amazing results.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm seeing a question here: how many treatments do you need? So with all of our body contouring treatments, obviously they're so customized. So it's really going to depend on how deep your cellulite is, what you're kind of looking to achieve from it. But I would say on average, most patients will need 2 rounds of treatment to see best results.
And how long are you going to do in between?
Depends. It's very customized, like I said, but I would say 6 to 8 weeks in between treatments.
You know, I think when I did this, I also did some skin tightening too. Because,
Yes.
just like face, everything is kind of combo. I do have cellulite, but I do have some skin laxity too. And I remember we did the Rasonic, and then I did like a little Morpheus after that, which totally, like, I definitely could get in a bathing suit again.
We love to combine those two treatments, especially because a lot of patients that come to us, specifically this one, I think you can really see the patient did have some real true cellulite dimples, but along with that, we had more of that crepiness and that texture issue that looks like it's a little bit of cellulite, but it really wasn't. So to really combine with the Rasonic and Morpheus and really build upon that can really give some beautiful results.
This is Rasonic alone, or is this?
So she was a patient that did some Morpheus too.
Oh,
so you can really
the combo. So
yeah.
she did Rasonic and Morpheus.
Yes.
You can use them on the front of the thighs, and yes, you can use them because that's if you couldn't. I'm not doing it. This is about me. Okay, no, for real. Definitely. I actually even like to add cool tone in this because you really need to shape out the thighs too. So I think again, it's it's a little this, a little that, a little this, a little that, and whatever is kind of the more important piece at the time is what you start with. There's no downtime. There's no downtime with Rasonic. Morpheus, kind of, you got a little markies there for a little bit, but you're fine. Rasonic doesn't hurt.
No,
it's just
so
weird.
easy.
It's a little noisy. If you come in, it sounds like a little bit of a jackhammer, but you got ear protection on, so you're fine.
Feels like a deep vibration, but I have patients that fall asleep during it. So.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep on that one.
I think you did.
Yeah. I want this butt on me.
Okay.
Another
beautiful Rasonic. I think this was one of the first patients we treated, and she did so well. This was with one treatment, and again, like Bree said, it just depends on the patient how they respond. But generally, 2 treatments is going to give us the best results. And for her, she was happy with the results after one. So I think somebody said, how long do the results last?
A long time.
Okay,
it's a little weird. I will tell everybody because we need to be transparent with you guys. When you have it done, at first you're like, I don't know, did it work? And the problem is we're kind of twisting to look at the back. So it's kind of hard. You have to come in for pictures. I would say you really don't see the improvement for about 4 months, which is a long time after treatment. And you're like, I mean, I've seen people that were even longer before we saw it, but the longevity of it is crazy. And the texture changes are crazy with this. So like I did it and it's been like 2 years and I'm kind of thinking to do it again. I actually still look better, but everything kind of falls apart over time. So instead of letting it get to where it was before, I'm going to have another treatment before everything kind of shrivels up and dies back there. And I'm doing the front too. But it's an interesting procedure, and you do have to be patient with this one. But it doesn't hurt. You have no downtime with it, and if you kind of just pop in, take your pictures every so often, you will see it. And you know what? Like I stopped worrying about my back end. I didn't have the like, oh my gosh, I look so bad feeling. Absolutely. I think it kind of gave me that relief of like, it didn't even, and it's not because I really saw it, is because I wasn't seeing the bad stuff anymore. So all of a sudden I wasn't seeing all the gunk that I used to hate because it was gone, or it was reduced enough that it was making me not so obsessed with that. And I'm sure I wouldn't obsess to something else. Can you use it for breast lifting? It's not really meant for that. I probably would say that would be a no. You could probably do more like the Morpheus to lift up the tissue there, especially with a lot of people that are getting explanted, meaning their breast implants are getting removed. There is definitely a lot of drop going on with those. All right.
And then there was one about a metal rod
and pin in my femur. Because it depends on what area you're looking to treat.
Yeah, if we're not directly over it, you're okay. But if we're directly over it, we can't do that on there. I know, sorry. But I mean, honestly, I'd say, hey, come in, let's look and see where everything was and where your problem really is. If it's high up, maybe not. If it's low down, probably we could. Who do we have here? Wow.
This is another patient. This is after one round of Cool Sculpting Elite on their flanks or love handles, as we like to call it. They had a fabulous result. This particular patient, I think they just wanted to fit in their pants a little bit better.
Okay, this is what you need to buy for your guy, okay? Because we're having specials for these, of course. You know, we're not here just wasting your time and giving you pictures here. The men all have flank problems, and if you ask most guys, it's either their belly or their flank. That's the only two areas. Sometimes they actually have a little bit of boobies, but I would say this is a great present for somebody in the guy territory, because this is always their problem.
Yeah, men love cool sculpting just as much as we do.
Yeah,
So,
we have a lot of men in that practice. In my aesthetic, face aesthetic, you know, a lot less. But wow, what a nice change we have here.
Yep. So this patient was just one round.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and it really is interesting how, you know, you're looking at her back and you see even the asymmetry of her back, all that stuff, and she really has that that bigger flank on that one side. Just reducing it just really is a beautiful waistline. You know, everybody's looking for the little teeny waistline. Speaking of teeny waistlines, I think, you know, I didn't really tell you guys before, but we are ramping up to get ready to release our semi-glute tie.
Yes.
I think we might even have a couple pictures of patients who've done some of the body contouring and the semi-glute tie combined. So we will show you some of that.
Yep.
We're about ready to launch it, so we do like it.
Someone said for arms. So cool sculpting is great for the arms too. I think we have some arm pictures in here, so we'll show you those.
Yeah, these are, you know, we're just kind of rolling through these. We have, you know, the cool sculpting in particular. There's a beautiful arm one. Yeah, you know, we really have, just as we age, we get a little bit of a fat roll right underneath here, and you get rid of those, you know, those Hadassah arms or bat wings, and just getting that. Okay, so what happens in this arm is that the fat is just pulling the tissue down. So when you get rid of that little bit of fat, the skin just pops right back up there. Let's go back to some of the pre ones like that. We had a beautiful cool tone one. You know, the cool tone really is, I just love it. It just, if you don't really have a belly, but you have a little bit of pooch sticking out there, the cool tone really just gives you those firm abs, but the core strength is amazing with this. It helps your back strength. You know, I think you were saying that before for people who have problems with their back.
Someone was asking about the difference between M-Sculpt and Cool Tone.
Okay, M-Sculpt and Cool Tone. We did have M-Sculpt, and that's actually what launched it in the practice, is I got to experience it because it was the first one out. We chose to go with Cool Tone because it's actually stronger. And if I'm going to do it on me and I'm going to waste my time on the machine, I want something that's strong. It's a stronger machine. And every machine, every product, everything we do has its own little personality, and we have found the little wow on this one that is just, I've definitely seen some absolutely amazing before and afters, and I do like this one. You can cover it, you know, you don't have to sit in the room naked with this thing on. You can actually cover people with it. That was also a big positive in the beginning when we changed over. So there really are some very nice advantages to having this one. It's an easier machine to use.
I think it's too a little bit of an easier treatment in terms of like the way the energy is delivered. Patients have found that they can get to a higher intensity much quicker with still having a stronger treatment. So I think that it really makes a big difference. And cool tone is such an easy treatment. Like you come in on your lunch break,
30 minutes
early in the morning.
In and out.
We have patients that come in twice a week for their treatments, and they're in
we
and
have
out.
some really cool packages on that one that like you can sign up for a package and it's like unlimited for a certain amount of time. So we really have gotten this down, and it's been such a huge, it's kind of getting its stride right now. It's a beautiful treatment. We have 2 sessions of flank cool sculpting. You know, like I said before, the flanks on men and women, it's huge, you know, but definitely, you know, when you have that little waistline, that is kind of like golden. And, you know, we know cool sculpting is a permanent situation. So I will say, you know, my body actually looks pretty good now. And I have just been, over the years, just a couple cool sculptings a year, you know, maybe like 3 attachments or 4 attachments a year, and I can kind of keep my body looking quite a bit younger. and shape the way I want. People all like think I work out all the time, and it's really just between cool tone, cool sculpting, get rid of that extra fat that is a permanent reduction. Like you will find as you age, the fat gets redistributed. I mean, this little puff in the bottom of my belly, you know, it came because of hormone changes. And I never had that when I was younger. You know, I hate hearing it. I never had that when I was younger, but you know, and all of a sudden you see it, it's like, oh, jeez. But you treat it and it's gone, and then you go to the next thing. You know, look at this butt. Who doesn't want this butt? I would even take the before on this one.
Yep.
It is beautiful. So yeah, I mean, giving a lift to the rear. You know, we have that. We have the Rasonic. If she actually had cellulite, like this one does not, and I'm sure it is. You know, this one, I think the next thing I would do on her is I use Sculptra on people. I would probably do a little in the hip dip there. She's getting a little bit, actually, you know, a little bit in both pictures. She has a little bit of indents on the side, and so I put a little bit of Sculptra in there. So there are just so many amazing things that we can do that are non-invasive and just simple to do. Beautiful abdomen here.
Yep, that's amazing.
What about the shelf on the tummy after liposuction? C-sections, liposuction. Yes, they have those. You know, they get a poof to under and they get a poof to on top. We can actually hit both of those, or you know, whatever you need on that one. Just kind of like it's just fat accumulating on either side of it. You might swell a little bit for a while after, and that takes a little bit of time, but otherwise, yes, very treatable.
Yep. And the side effects with cool sculpting, you know, are going to range, but most common, people will experience some numbness, tenderness. You can resume back to your normal day-to-day activities.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah, you know, sometimes if someone's treating their abdomen, they might feel just like a little full.
Yeah.
But I mean, most patients, if you're treating your arms, like even the submental area, you could go out that night and nobody would even know.
Absolutely.
You had anything
Yeah,
done.
and you see results, especially with the cool tone or cool sculpting elite. You are getting results so much quicker. You know, the company, I don't think they can say it because of FDA, whatever's, but I can say it because I see it. I mean, I see changes within a week and a half. I see people's whole bodies changing. So it's huge.
Yeah.
Now, this is kind of a little bit of a teaser to you guys because we can use cool sculpting, especially with, okay, so a lot of people, everybody knows about the skinny shots now, the semaglutide. We have researched it, and I really had to be comfortable with it before I let you guys have it, but we have been doing it in the office, and wow. I mean, I just think the healthiness of everybody, they feel better. You know, cardiovascular, I think, is just number one. They're getting better. But we're still going to have people, no matter what, you know, it's kind of the skinny fat where you still have little fat pockets. Even when you're skinny, you still can shape the body. This is body contouring. And that's why we call this BodySquad body contouring, because you still have too much little fat between the thighs. You know, the thigh gap may not be there even when you get super skinny, you know, so we can help people, and we also don't want to lose too much muscle mass with all this weight loss.
Right.
So we kind of have put a whole program together to help people get on the semaglutide, lose some of the weight. It helps them get better results. When we can attach a device to an area that has more compact fat cells, we'll get more result with it.
100%.
So it's from a compounding pharmacy, and it's because the Ozempic is so expensive out there and it's not available to a lot of people. We can get it compounded, and we have researched every compounding group out there to make sure that we get the one that is very clean, meaning like some people get a little icky feeling from it, but the one we have found, we're finding that our people who have already gone on it, because I had to try it out first, they're doing really well with this one. We can go more into the whole thing on semaglutide. I think we'll do another webinar on that one just alone because it's such a huge piece.
Yeah.
But you losing some of the weight and then helping people get a little bit more muscle tone with the cool tone, getting some of those little stubborn fat places that no matter what, once you get skinny, you're still going to have them. This is to help you get back. And then honestly, the Rasonic is going to be Rasonic, and actually like the microneedling radio frequencies, those are going to tighten up the tissue and get that smooth look to the tissue again.
Yeah.
And this is another semaglutide cool sculpting result. So It's working. It's working. It's all
Yes.
combination therapy. And, our job is to help you guys get the best results. That's what we're here for. So what
Yeah.
specials do we have for our lovely girls here?
So the Black Friday specials that we will be doing are buy one, get one free on all of our
everything.
Oh, nice.
Everything.
Look at those.
This never happens.
know.
So you guys need to stock up now.
I know. I'm going to go broke over this. Guys, what are we doing?
So not only that, but with Cool Sculpting, if you purchase 8 or more applications, you're going to get an additional $800 off,
Wow.
plus 8 free Cool Tone.
Oh, you got to do that. You got to do it.
So it's a great deal. As you
Mhm.
can see with some of those before and afters, combining those two is really key. So
Mhm.
I think that that's
Absolutely.
going to be a really popular one for a lot of our patients. And then our unlimited Cool Tone. So
Yeah.
this is really, really awesome. We're one of the only practices that are able to offer this, and we're excited to be able to offer this to all of you. You can do unlimited Cool Town for one area for 1 month, but for Black Friday, we are giving you another area for free.
Oh,
So
wow.
you get 2 areas. So
So I
you
take my thighs and my butt.
yes, and you can come in 2 to 3 times a week, do that, so you can get a lot of Cool Town.
I love
Yeah,
it.
and actually, that is one of our giveaways
Yes.
that we're offering.
Yes.
So for Cool Tone, one lucky winner is going to be receiving a month free of Cool Tone.
Ah, good.
And then some
And
other,
you have till the end of the month to sign up for this. So
Yes.
it's definitely, we're going to be drawing in the beginning of December. So.
yeah, and some other fun giveaways we have for Cool Sculpting. We have 2 lucky winners that could win 4 free cycles.
Wow, that's
Yes.
several $1,000.
That's a
It is.
lot of money.
Sure.
Yeah. So Body Squad, we have over $10,000 in our giveaways. And then, like Bree said, the Cool Tone. And then we have our
Rasonic, yes, one lucky winner will be winning that, and then also one free Morpheus treatment for one lucky winner.
Nice. And again, I was talking about in Allenby, 2023 has been a weird year for people, and financially, it has been a weird. We have actually what's a patient.
Patient Fi?
Patient
Patient
Fi.
Fi,
Yes,
Patient Fi.
yes.
We changed it. It was a different one before. So we have Patient Fi, which helps you extend out the payments.
Absolutely.
It's a great way of you being able to afford this. But also, if you can't afford it, talk to us. We can help you figure
Absolutely.
things out. We are definitely in your I can't talk anymore. Okay, time to go home.
Yes.
No.
So when you come to see us at Body Squad, we're really going to sit down and work with you and really figure out the best plan for you and try to find, how we can get those results for you.
Yeah.
We're gonna work with you on your treatment plan, and it's gonna be a process in getting there, but we
Right,
can
I
really
mean,
break it
'cause,
up
like,
into
the
pieces.
cool sculpting
and
is a permanent end. You do have
Yes.
permanent results with that. So, like, if we can just start getting things going for you, it doesn't all have to be overnight. So definitely, you just have to be very communicative with us, and we want to help you.
Yeah.
This is we have fun with this, and we want you to enjoy it as much as we do.
Yes.
Yay.
Awesome.
Nice. Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you so
I'm
much.
glad everybody got to
guys.
meet you.
Did we get all the questions?
Okay, so
Where do we sign up for the giveaway? So in the link.
It's going to be
yes.
emailed to everybody.
Everybody
Everybody
will
who's
get
joined us, we're going to email it to you. There's a link on here, but we will email you everything, so not to worry. We will make sure, and if you do get lost for any reason with this, you'll call us. We have one more thing we're going to talk about because we
Yes,
got
not
some
done.
It's not done. You thought it was almost done.
Bye,
Pretty close.
everyone.
All right, so you cannot be in our Black Friday special without meeting or seeing somebody we all know very well, and I think everybody knows Linda with the bun.
Yep,
Linda with the
that's
bun.
me.
Linda with the bun has been with me for many, many years. If I say too many, she looks younger than me, and I swear to she's not. Not fair. But I will tell you, this is why we use skincare. Look at her. This is why you use skincare. She's had no surgery. She's had a little bit of filler, and I'm not even going to tell you she's had a lot of filler. She actually was born with these wonderful, huge cheeks that we all would envy. But she takes care of herself, and being consistent is actually the key. And we have some. So if you haven't met Linda, you must meet Linda because she is kind of a staple in the office. She's at the Allenby Dermatology office, and she also is at Body Squad in our Delray office. But she helps people really organize how to take care of yourself. Excuse me. So tell us what's going on in the skincare world.
Well,
some of the biggest things, Dr. Allenby, is we are
Sorry,
a
guys.
big advocate of the Elastin Company. Actually, they are going to be launching off a big basket tonight worth over $1,400.
You got to see it. It's huge. Elastin is a product line that uses what's called TriHex technology. And this is the big kahuna, and it's full of elastin products. This is actually one of my favorite lines. I adore their sunscreen that has tint. It is actually what I'm using for my makeup right here, and it is just so elegant. It is a beautiful sunscreen. I think it is one of the best ones that I've seen out there, and I think it really helps with the sun damage. I'm not getting as many spots as I might have in the past, especially if I get way too much sun. I'm really seeing huge changes with that, and I love the neck cream. These are my things on a daily basis that I will always use. And,
Well, all these products are in this big gigantic basket.
You guys are getting it. I'm going to take that home.
So that basket has all the latest. And you know what's fantastic about elastin? It's one of its kind that can produce the elastin plus the collagen for the skin. And within 2 weeks, you can actually see better texture and tone of the skin.
You do. It's like the neck, amazing. And your neck just is not easy to get better.
Yeah, that's why I wear a scarf.
The secret of
It's also fragrance free, but two big components of elastin. One, everything you buy here, all the products get points that equate to services with Dr. Allenby or Amanda. So that's a plus. You're never losing.
So it's owned by Galderma, who owns Wrestling, Sculptra, Disport. So anything you do, you get points. And I will tell you, it is a fantastic system that they reward you, and you end up getting money off when you're doing services with us.
The other thing that a lot of people call in pregnant women or nursing, these products are safe for all.
What about the pregnant guys?
Oh God! I mean, if they are, which I don't know if that I'm kind of stumped. Kind of threw me off there.
We gotta have fun here, right? If you guys know, okay, all we do in this office is laugh. So
you know what? That happens to be not on my cheat sheet. So I'm
okay. So you pregnant men or women out there, this is safe for you. No, it is one of the best lines out there. There was a huge shift in products. Probably 15 years ago, you bought something, it didn't really do too much. Today, it is something that you will, you put it on, that it's medical grade, you're going to get a result with it. It is definitely something that usually I think it's only in medical offices, this particular one. Even if it's not, I have it because I love it. I think it's a great, we use the wound care products in there too when we're doing our procedures. It's been fantastic. So we have the whole line here.
Absolutely. We love it. I love it. And if I love it or Dr. Allenby, it's going to be here.
Yeah. I mean, because we use it, and it's because we use it, we're going to let you guys use it too. Again, everything is about me. I'm sorry. Okay, what is our other gift that we have?
The other gift package is Obagi. Again, Obagi has been around for 35 years. Yeah. It speaks for itself. People do fantastic with melasma and pigmentation.
It's just funny. Somebody came in the office yesterday. They're like, I went to somebody and they said, Obagi's so out. I'm like, you know what? Then they don't know Obagi. Obagi has been around it's been around for 30 years, and so have I, and I hope I'm not out too. But, it really is, it's a product that works. And when we see a product that's working, let's get a picture. This is a before and after. Obagi it's really actually fairly simple. People think, there's so many steps. It's really not. You do 3 in the morning, 3 at night. Wow, that's really hard. But the skin glows. You use it for a limited amount of time. For most people, unless you have a lot of skin color issues or a lot of acne, that's where this really glows, and you really see amazing results. And then I would probably go over to Elastin after I got my skin where I wanted it to. This is the Elastin neck cream results, and it really does show like this. I'm telling you, I'll put it on and I'll come on the camera and I even see that it plumps it up a little bit. But we have the Elastin basket, and we have the Obagi basket that was given to us to give to you guys. When you register, we're going to do a drawing, and we are going to definitely give these away because they're worth a lot of money here. This is one of our new products from Elastin,
which is the actually, that's the Illuminate.
Yeah.
Okay, the Illuminate has phenomenal, the Path 3 technology on this one, where it's beat hydroquinone. So people are out there that are afraid of hydroquinone.
Yeah. So if
This
people
is
are afraid
phenomenal.
of chemical stuff, this is one of the product lines that we can use.
And what it is, it's very safe again for pregnant women.
Okay, that's a huge one. If you can use this on a pregnant lady, this is a game changer, honestly,
Yes.
because there has been nothing. This is a brand new product, so we're getting familiar with it too. But again, it's in the elastin line, and we have not seen any clunkers in the elastin line at this point. So we assume it's going to be as awesome.
No, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
People are doing great. The
Okay. So
this
in
is great.
Obagi, okay, what we're showing you here is, and this actually, I have the same results with this. This grows in eyelashes. This is the new Cell Obagi eye, what's it, eye conditioner?
Well, actually, it's Nucil, but what it does, it's got the biotin, it has sodium hyaluronic, and it has panthenol. So that strengthens, lengthens, and nourishes the lashes.
Well, and the eyebrows. In this
And
case,
the eyebrow, they both have
this
the
was an
same.
eyebrow one, because to me, as we get older, we lose our eyebrows. And I mean, I was telling them, hey, people get eyebrow transplants. I mean, I was in on that one in when I old transplant days, and it was just like this. You can just grow eyebrows, you know. Microblading is a great way to augment it, but I will tell you, growing some eyebrow is just huge.
Yes.
And I have eyebrows now again. It was, you know, I have to start plucking again, which was kind of like, but you know, I got some eyebrows.
Well, because of my age, I lost the ends. So every morning I brush it in. So I
It's just
finally
one
have a little
sweep,
bit
one
of an
sweep
eyebrow.
through your toothpaste. Do we have the picture of the eyelashes? Okay, so Nucil is a little bit of a competitor to Latisse. We still have Latisse in the office, but look at the eyelashes that grew. I mean, you would think these are fake eyelashes for her before and after. We have one of our very beautiful, she used to work with us and she's just gorgeous anyway, but these eyelashes are insane. Go to the next one too.
So natural looking.
Yeah, and see, there's eyelashes. I mean, people know I had to wear the fakies forever because I'm crazy, and all of a sudden I was like, I'm so sick of wearing these. I started using the Nucil, and it wasn't irritating my eyes. And this one just actually grew so much that I really ended up going to. I stopped the fake eyelashes.
And one of the other things I've noticed with clients, they don't complain anymore with the red line.
Yeah, the irritation.
The eye.
Yeah,
the eyelid.
Exactly. I mean, I definitely Latisse works. If some people actually have they just doesn't work as well as it used to, and you can switch over to Nucil for a while. You can kind of go between them; they're fine. So I would say these are just such awesome new things that people just don't know are available today. So you know about them now, and I hope you use them because they really do change my life every day. So I hope.
And I want to let everyone know that we do have a gift card for
skincare.
So for skincare, which we haven't had in the past, you can purchase a 250 and you'll get 300 back. So great time to call in and buy your Nucil or any of your Alastin or your Obagi products.
And we have other stuff too, but those are the ones that we're talking about tonight. So this is a little reminder. Purchase the gift cards here. You can also get gift cards through your email, which you're going to get emailed all this information. And thank you for joining us tonight. And, you know, happy Thanksgiving with your family. And let's all be thankful for the great blessings that we have in life and the people that we have in our life, because those are the really important things. But enjoy, and take advantage of us as much as you can. I like it when you take advantage of me.
Thank you for being with us this evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. We are thankful for you.
That is so true. All right. Good night.
Good night.